Do you buy items from Japan using Sendico or Buyee proxy shopping services? If so, you should definitely check out the Japan Shopping Assistant Chrome extension. But wait, what are Sendico and Buyee and how do they work? Simply put, if you live outside of Japan and want to purchase something that only is sold or ships to Japan, you can make the purchase through Sendico or Buyee, where it will then ship to their warehouse before shipping to yourself. After buying so many items from Japan, I wanted to build a tool for myself to make it easier to buy items online from Japan's online marketplaces. While most proxy shopping services like Sendico and Buyee have a built-in search bar that can be used to search for items across many of Japan's online marketplaces like Yahoo Auctions or Mercari Japan, I like to use the actual website search bars like the people in Japan do. So I built a search bar that can search all 5 marketplaces I use the most at once. Once I find the item I want, I can open that page, and with just one click, I can open the item right within Sendico or Buyee and purchase it right on the spot. Of course, I added a few different ways to do that, along with some other fun features that I thought people would find useful. Here's a quick overview of the features. A search bar that can search the 5 marketplaces I use the most at once with the Translate to Japanese feature: Yahoo Auctions, Yahoo Shopping, Yahoo Flea Market, Mercari Japan, and Rakuten Rakuma. There are 3 easy ways to open up the item page you're on automatically within Buyee or Sendico with just a click. By clicking the Open in Sendico or Preview in Sendico button, you can easily open up these items automatically within Sendico or Buyee if on the Buyee setting. Using the right-click option on your mouse is great because it lets you open items within Sendico or Buyee right from the search results page. Or you can use the keyboard shortcut option. When on the item page you want to open up within Sendico or Buyee, just press the keyboard shortcut that you created and it'll automatically open that up in a new tab or pop-up window, depending on which shortcut you use. Here I'm using the keyboard shortcut Alt-Z for the Preview in Sendico window. This makes it very easy to open up the item within a pop-up window, and I can add this item to my watch list by hitting the star in the corner. The keyword list is a great tool for storing search words and phrases in both English and Japanese. You can easily save and recall hundreds of your favorite search terms with just a click. It's the easiest way to add and manage Japanese words and phrases, making it perfect for future searches on Japanese marketplaces. It's the quickest way to add saved terms to your search bar, making the searches easier than ever. Here we're using the search filter to organize the search results by highest price. It'll organize your search results for every marketplace that you have selected. You can organize your search results by price, popularity, or how new it is to the market. The extension features 10 bookmark buttons, where you can assign a web page to each one. Whether you're tracking individual items or frequently revisiting a search results page, these bookmarks offer convenience and quick access. Simply click the blue Edit button to assign the current web page to the number you click. If you want to change the bookmark on one of the buttons, go ahead and just hit the blue button again and it'll override the current bookmark. As a little bonus, I added a small stars button in the drop-down menu. You can click this and it'll open up all of your bookmarks in new tabs. Here's a quick look at my favorite way to use the Japan Shopping Assistant extension. Before I break it down in detail, I just want to point out my favorite way to start the search. We'll just make sure that this is off and turn the keyboard shortcuts on. Then I'll use my 3 favorite searches: Yahoo Auctions, Mercari, and Rakuten Rakuma. Go to the list, click something I usually like to use, Game Boy Advance, and then do search. I like Sendico over Buyee generally, so I usually keep it on the Sendico setting. Then, from the search results page on any of these, I like to right-click the items. So if I want to open up this one, here, preview. You can easily just add the item to my favorite, go back in here and it'll close. Same thing here, preview, add, go back. Now sometimes I do like to go in, get a little bit more details, and then I'll use the keyboard shortcut. I have Alt-Z set up to quickly open up the item within Sendico. Then when I'm done, go back. Or add to my favorites. Now with a quick detailed breakdown. So what you want to do is you go up to the extension, go down here and we'll make sure that the pin preview button is off or red and that the keyboard shortcut button is on or green. The pin preview button works directly with this preview in Sendico or preview in Buyee button. Let's go ahead and do a search. Game Boy. We'll do it across these three marketplaces, Yahoo Auctions, Mercari, and Rakuten Rakuma, which is the three that I use the most. So let's go ahead and do the search for Game Boy. It opens up a new tab for each one of the marketplaces here. It's nice from this search results page, I can actually right-click any one of these items, go down here, and click Preview in Sendico. It automatically opens up a pop-up window where I can add the item to my favorites. Then I can just click away and it'll automatically close that window. That's because this preview button is off. It's not pinned. But if we pin the preview, then it'll keep that window open in the background. So now we have it opened up. If I want to take it off my favorites, go back in, still stays back here. You have to manually close it by hitting X. So I like to keep this button off. It's also nice just because you can go into an item. You can use your keyboard shortcut. I have Control Z or Alt Z set up for my open pop-up preview window. Add the item to my favorites, then click away. So I'm not even going into the extension. I'm just using my keyboard shortcuts. If we go here, Alt Z to open up the preview, add, click back out, and it's gone. But I can also do bidding from here as well. So if I wanted to bid on this item, I could just do a bid right here after putting in the amount that I want. Nice. I do like to use the bookmark buttons if I want to keep an eye on an item. You can also just have one of the sets opened up if you don't want that many. Makes it a little bit smaller, just 1 through 5. You can also add in 6 through 10 here if you want to use them all, but you don't have to. So if I just want to keep an eye on one of these items, quickly add that item to my bookmarks page. That way when I click it, or when I open up a web browser and open up my Japan Shopping Assistant, it'll be right there. If we quickly look at the keyboard shortcuts for the Japan Shopping Assistant here, Alt Q, Alt Z, Alt A is how we have it set up now. The Alt Q, or activate the extension, just automatically opens it up, making it easier to hit these buttons. So if we go ahead and go to this page, Alt Q, then hit preview, it'll have that item automatically pop up in the preview window. Alt Q, it just makes it much easier to open up the extension without having to go up here and click. Overall, I think it's the quickest way to open up items in Sendico or Buyee, especially using the right click from this page. You don't have to open up a new tab for each one of these, and it automatically puts the item right inside of the proxy service, Sendico or Buyee. One of the big reasons I like to use Sendico the most is because you can have favorites for each marketplace. For example, if we go to the extension and then I click my watch list, we go to all of the spots where I can have the favorites that I've added to my watch list. The Yahoo Auctions, Mercari, Rakuten, which I don't really use much, Yahoo Shopping, and here's Rakuma. Yeah, Rakuten Rakuma. It doesn't have Yahoo Flea Market, which is the only one that cannot automatically open up right within Sendico. If we look at Buyee and we click my watch list, at least to my knowledge, it's only going to have the items from Yahoo Auctions. Again, I just like the option to open items right from the search results page. And instead of opening up a tab for each one, I can just right click any of these and have it pop up in a small preview window. Let's take a quick look at the Japan Shopping Assistant free version. Here's the free version of Japan Shopping Assistant. It still does offer the Open in Sendico button, so as long as you're on the item page and you open up the extension, click Open in Sendico, it'll automatically open the item within Sendico. You can still add it to your favorites or bid from right there, but it does not have any of the other premium features. For a more in-depth look at the Japan Shopping Assistant features, you can go to How to Use, scroll down,
and click any of the buttons on here, and it'll automatically bring you down and give you a detailed explanation of what each one is. There's also a more in-depth video on YouTube of me going through each one of the extension's premium features and how to set each one up. Thanks for checking out the Japan Shopping Assistant, and special thanks to everyone that signed up for the premium version. It helps me in more ways than you know. I've been working on this for some time and I'm really excited to share it. I absolutely just love Japan and I'm excited to go back. I have a lot of videos in the works about some of the crazy stuff I picked up over the past couple of years, and I'm super excited to put them out there. Shout out to the Retro Future and Macho Nacho YouTube channels for getting me to use Sendico years ago. I've got some great stuff because of them. You can find me on YouTube and the other social media sites at Quest for Best. I don't have much on there now, but a lot coming in the future. Thanks everyone and happy shopping.